Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Griffin Gym. We're a week removed from the biggest snowfall Louisiana's seen in 100 years, and it's a perfect night for basketball. We have the Prairieville Hurricanes facing off against the DUTCHTOWN Griffins. I'm Jonathan Moore with David Swacker, and we're excited to bring this game to you. We'll be back in just a little bit after these short messages.
It all began in 1935, a new era in telecommunications, right here in Southeast Louisiana. Born from the ambitions of several local families, with a clear vision and outlook focused on the future. Connecting people across 10 parishes, one household at a time. Powering an internet superhighway from the bayou to the river, built to deliver the speed and reliability every customer needs. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
When I tore my ACL, I didn't think I'd ever be able to play soccer again. My doctor told me how important physical therapy would be, so I chose Peak. I'm glad I did. Now I'm stronger, faster, better than ever. Choose Peak.
Choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Here we are, Cypress Roofing, a woman-owned roofing company specializing in insurance claims.
With the hurricane season right around the corner,
give us a call.
Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete changeout and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Title Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Title Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Title Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with DUTCHTOWN High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
Welcome back, everybody. We are here at the Griffin Gym. Once again, I'm Jonathan Moore here with Coach David Swacker, and we're excited to be here for this 5-5A game as the Prairieville Hurricanes are taking on the DUTCHTOWN Griffins. And, Coach, what do we have to look forward to tonight?
Well, you know, the big thing is it's a district game, 5-5A. Basically, I call it the Livingston Parish, which is Live Oak, Denham Springs, and Walker. And that's both girls and boys basketball. Then the Ascension Parish, which has East Ascension, Santa Ma, and DUTCHTOWN. And we'll go into their records a little bit later on, but you have 2 coaches right here. Andrew Mayton First year at Prairieville. There he is right there on our side, right next to us. Doing an outstanding job. First year playing mainly with underclassmen right there. And he goes into his first year into district season right there with a 9-11 record. And then the longtime coach, in fact, the only coach ever at DUTCHTOWN High School, Pat Hill, and he has been 23 years, and their record right now is 6-10. But Jonathan, the one thing both these guys need to know is this. This is starting district. You automatically go into the playoffs if you're a first-place team, and the rest is decided on PowerPoints. So it's very important. They've played each other already with Prairieville winning that game, but it wasn't counted as a district game because they only include one district round, just like you would have in football.
Yes, Coach Pat Hill, been here 23 years. Coach Andrew Mateen's his first year, and he's done a really good job. They're 9-11. DUTCHTOWN having a little bit of a down year, 6-10. But a lot of players that are on their team kind of moved around this year. We kind of seen it in all the sports. Really, the only team not really affected by it in this area was East Ascension. They're 17-4. But what do you think we're going to see tonight with these two teams going toe-to-toe?
Well, you know, I've seen both of them and called both of them. You know, both of them are very, very much alike. When you look at it, Prairieville right here starts with 3 freshmen because most of their school is freshmen and sophomores, and you have a limited number of juniors and seniors. But you have 3 freshmen starting and 1 sophomore and 1 senior. DUTCHTOWN is not a whole lot different than that. Some young kids, they have a sophomore, a freshman, a junior, and 2 seniors. So what's going to happen right here, Jonathan, as far as who's going to be able to handle maybe the full court press? Because this year earlier, in the middle of December, DUTCHTOWN lost to Prairieville 44-30. Low-scoring game. But I just know, I've been knowing Pat Hill a long time. He's going to play tough man-to-man defense, and it looks like maybe he's been hurt a little bit offensively.
Yeah, Coach McKean's told us that they got behind 13-0 in that game and had to claw their way back. And you talked about 3 freshmen for the Prairieville Hurricanes. Let's go through their starting lineup right now for Prairieville. We have Mason Armstrong, their sophomore, Kingston Matthews, the freshman, Jalen Collins, also a freshman, and Nigel Turner, another freshman, with the only senior in the lineup being Ethan Smith. So like you talked about, a very young team, 3 freshmen and a sophomore playing right now. So a bright future, but right now going through a little bit of a tough time. And then we look at DUTCHTOWN starters. With DUTCHTOWN, we've got number 1, Cayman Wattis, Matthew Thomas, Aiden Robinson, number 20, number 21, Kingston Rouse, and number 24, Ethan Bell. So just like you said, in that lineup, 2 seniors and a junior, so 3 upperclassmen, and only a freshman and sophomore. So the experience obviously going to the DUTCHTOWN team.
And I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to make a prediction right now. Before the game, it's going to be 0-0, but what's really going to be ahead is this music they're playing right now, because it is loud. And we have a nice crowd out here. DUTCHTOWN is also in the soccer playoffs, just like all the boys and girls teams in our parish. Exciting time in Ascension and Livingston Parish for soccer. All the winter sports, soccer and basketball going on. Playoff time. Basketball will be a little bit later on.
That's right, on our other network. Soccer games happening tonight. A lot of Ascension Parish teams in the soccer playoffs. Jeff Forsch and the crew over there broadcasting that. And we've got an exciting night coming up here with the DUTCHTOWN Griffins versus the Prairieville Hurricanes. We'll be back right after this.
The athletic training staff of DUTCHTOWN High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program. Advantage Physical Therapy, Cotta Law Firm, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Hollis Orthodontics.
And we're back Thank you so much once again for joining us as we are only 40 seconds away from the tip-off. And just looking at the records for the District 5-5A boys basketball, we have Denham Springs at 22-2, East Ascension at 17-4, Sandoval at 14-9, Live Oak at 8-9, Prairieville at 9-11, Dutchtown at 6-10, and Walker at 3-16. So this game right now determines whether Prairieville is going to be one game away from being 500 in their inaugural season, and you have Dutchtown trying to claw back to the 500.
And it looks to me like Denham Springs, just keeping up with them, boy, they have really turned some things around. Not that they were really bad in the past, but they were really good for a number of years, and a 22-2 record. Here we get to I like the opening kickoff right here, Jonathan. You get the size up height-wise. Usually two taller people are jumping. They look like they're similar. Maybe you have 32, Ethan Smith, a senior for Prairieville.
Yep, the only senior on 20. The team right now coming out.
Aiden Robinson. And then you look around, and you have similar heights all over the place. So ought to be a good game.
It is as we get ready for the tip, and tip is won by Prairieville, but the ball is going to go out of bounds. So we will start out with Dutchtown taking possession.
And I will say this, very veteran officiating team here.
And looks like Prairieville going to open up in man-to-man and now switch into a zone. And first shot up and is missed. Rebound by Mason Armstrong, going to bring it down. And first shot missed by both teams.
And it's amazing, you know, you have youngsters out there, and it ought to be, you might wonder just exactly, here we are from the corner.
Yep, and we get a block right there by Ethan Smith, going to start the fast break for Prairieville, and our first bucket by Jalen Collins.
Full court press, looks like a zone press. Got a 10-second rule, get it across, nice pass.
Another block by Ethan Smith right there, and a good job on defense. So far, a couple of possessions by Prairieville. They get 2 blocks and a missed shot. And going back to that 2-3 zone, it looks like right here.
Thomas with the throw in. There it is. Nice look underneath.
And good rebound there by Kingston Matthews. Brings the ball down to set up the offense for Prairieville.
Turner right here, working out of the point guard. There is Pat Hill's staple product right here. Tough man-to-man defense.
Yep. Starting the fast break was Kingston Rouse before he was fouled, and going to be a blocking foul right there. And good defense so far from Dutchtown. And
Nigel Turner with a foul there, just a freshman.
So good defense by both teams so far. The first few minutes are almost always a feeling out. You know, what kind of defense are you going to be in, and good defense right there. Good move by Kingston Matthews to get the steal and get to the basket, and now the full court press. And I've watched Prairieville play a few games this year, and I will say they have improved greatly from their first game to now. I was going to be out of bounds. Still Griffins basketball.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Jonathan, I coach freshman basketball, and when you see that move right there, that on the shot on the other end by Prairieville, by a freshman, doesn't look like a freshman.
Yeah, a lot of valuable experience this year playing in a varsity schedule. And big 3 right there by number 5, Matthew Thomas.
Now, that was a senior shot.
Yes. Another very good attack by Kingston. So 2 straight drives to the basket by Kingston Matthews. Not afraid of contact, just a freshman. He's going to benefit well from all this experience. Big block right there by Ethan Smith. Dutchtown with the rebound, able to get the bucket back, but so far Prairieville playing very tough defense. A little bit of a careless play right there, but Prairieville playing very tough defense.
And you know, it used to be the whole gym would go berserk on a big block right there, and they did a pretty decent job. But I'm going to just tell you, the block shot, the dunk, is just another part of the game along with the three-point
this
shot.
Block right here by Ethan. Huge block on the attempted dunk, but got to secure that rebound. Great job challenging the ball there by Prairieville. Good job cutting him off on the baseline. And the foul right there. Big shot on the drive by Matthew Thomas. Then that's where being a senior and having that senior strength helps out a lot, finishing through contact.
Back in the day, you used to holler backboard. You couldn't get full credit if you banked it off that backboard. Unless you went to North Carolina or something like that.
He gets the and one and gets a chance right here to make it a 2-point lead. No substitutions by either team yet.
Well, we're just 2.5 minutes into this thing, and I'm going to tell you what, both teams are getting up and down the floor and not spending a whole lot of time on the offensive ends.
Yeah, so far both teams have made it a point. They're attacking the basket, not settling for three-point tries. And right now we have Jalen Collins trying to get the ball inside to Smith. We have a foul right there. Looks like it was number 24, Ethan Bell.
Well, Bell might have been hustling real hard right here on the replay, but he had that hand all the way wrapped around him. Maybe a defensive back might be able to be all right with that.
You confront a player, but you can't grab him whenever you try to go around. So trying to create some separation right here on the reverse. We have a foul on the floor. It's going to be on number 21. So Kingston Rouse, the freshman. And, I mean, he's only a freshman, but he's got some pretty good height for a freshman. Another rebound right there. Two good offensive rebounds. And, got the steal by Caden Wattis. And Dutchtown going to bring it down and set up the offense. So far, Ethan Smith with about 5 to 6 rebounds. And Prairieville setting up as well.
Steal, nice job right there.
Good steal, good finish. Ethan Bell right there.
It's a junior, and I'm going to tell you what, a great play right here.
Prairieville not afraid to attack the basket tonight. We've seen that from 3 different players, them going after it, and Ethan's been able to clean up a lot of rebounds around the basket, but Prairieville so far, no fear, they're going in there. Dutchtown doesn't really have any large shot blockers, so really thinking they could get some layups and make some points in the paint.
I think Dutchtown with that tough, basically full court, definitely half court, tough man-to-man, they're going to rely on getting some steals. And you look at this score right here, 9-6. This is just like a game that both of these teams really enjoy playing.
Have some subs coming in. Braden Dunn coming in for the Dutchtown side, and seeing if they can make it a 2-point game. And free throws, so important, and so many players need to practice them because it's free points.
And it is free.
And good full court pressure by Prairieville. Dutchtown able to break it. And I believe we have a charge. And a good job there. We've said his name a few times, but Kingston Matthews, great defense on both ends of the floor. He's playing very well in this first quarter.
Well, we got a full court press, Dutchtown here. And Coach says, get out of the way. That's our point guard. He ought to be able to dribble.
Gets it across, and we have a long three by Prairieville. So not settling for a lot of threes. They are looking to get the ball across. And we have a
long air ball.
It's going to be off Dutchtown. It'll be Prairieville basketball.
Right there just kind of misdirected that. Had a little bit too much time to think about it.
Halfway through the first quarter, it's 9-7. Both teams picking up a full court press, and so far playing very physical defense. We have a foul right there on number 2, Braden Dunn, and I don't think that is going to put them into the limit. So we're going to get some free throws. But so far, both teams playing very, very physical defense, picking up the full court press, and no team with a real advantage so far. But you wonder how Prairieville's depth is going to affect them, because even they already have 3 freshmen starting. How much more can they get out of the freshmen and sophomores off the bench?
Well, I think they've been doing it all year, and they've been pretty successful with it. So it ought to be interesting.
Misses the first free throw.
I know one thing, both teams are playing hard. That's the most important thing. If you're a coach or a fan and you enjoy watching the kids out here really playing hard.
They are. We have a second free throw coming up right here, and looks like we're going to have a violation on Prairieville. I think we have a violation, lane violation by Ethan Smith, and so that's going to give Dutchtown possession.
Man-to-man press.
Yep. They're not giving up anything easy. So far, Dutchtown has been able to break the press, but Prairieville is playing very, very physical with a lot of hustle. Coaches wanted the 8 seconds right there. And here we go. We've seen Matthews attack a few times. He does there and is going to draw another foul. So Kingston Matthews with several drives to the basket, and number 28 Robinson on the call. So good job by him, and he's going to get 2 more shots.
Well, you're coming in from the left side right there, and I like what I see fundamentally sound going up off that right foot up there with the left hand. Nice little block right there, but, you know, they're going to call it when you get that swing, that arm swing. Unless you just hit the ball just square as could be, you're going to get a call there.
Yeah, most of the time, you're not going to be able to block that. The best bet is just to go straight up and try to alter it as best you can. But good play once again. So Kingston, I mean, he's attacked the basket. He's had no fear this first quarter and done a very good job. See if he can make free throw number 2. So far, Prairieville missed about 4 or 5 free throws, but he gets the rebound. It's Smith. Misses at the basket, and Dutchtown going to push it on the fast break. So trying to set up the offense. Prairieville in a 2-3 zone. Now going to a 1-2-2. So we have a travel call on the play. So Prairieville forcing another turnover. And with 3 minutes to go in the first, the score is 9-7. And Prairieville going to give Matthews a break and try to get the ball down the court. And the foul right there for the Dutchtown Griffins. Shot is made.
You had 2 tries, and that second try was good for Dutchtown.
So good job there by Aiden Robinson trying to finish the N1. And he completes the thing. They'll be up by 5.
Armstrong with a one-on-one dribble, bringing the ball down.
So Smith with a jump shot, can't finish it, and Bryce Sanders, who just checked in, nearly gets the rebound.
They got a 4-on-5 fast break.
Another rebound there by Smith, and he's getting close to double-digit rebounds here in the first quarter. Physical play right there by number 3, Jalen Jackson gets called.
District 5, 5A.
So far, a very good game. Both teams playing intense. Prairieville had a chance to be up by a lot. Just gotta make the free throws. They've done a good job of drawing a lot of contact this quarter.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see Coach Uzzi here in the gym from Santa Maria. He's kind of like right in the middle of a season, but he's had very successful seasons over the years at Santa Monica. A lot of back-to-back 20-game win seasons.
Wyatt Harris checking in for Dutchtown, and Jalen Collins going to check back in.
Going to let you throw it in, and then they're going to attack you.
Prairieville gets a steal. Big three right there.
Right there.
It's going to cut it to a 1-point lead with 2 minutes left.
That was Owen Llewellyn.
So kick ball, but Prairieville once again playing very, very physical defense, like you said.
Quick hands right there by Bryce Sanders.
Good play by Sanders to not only get the steal, but finishes a tough basket. And that's going to give them the lead with 1.5 minutes left. And this Prairieville crowd is getting into the game. Another block by Prairieville.
Yeah, we got by number 22, Nigel Turner. That freshman has had some action right here in this corner right here. Has done a heck of a job.
Great job so by Prairieville. They're going to sub in 4 guys.
Nice job with the tip in there, Dutchtown. Number 3, Jalen Jackson.
And this is where bringing him in, why you bring Jalen Collins back in the game. Another offensive rebound. Prairieville couldn't control it.
That's a walk. Now we got a kick foul.
Looks like it was tripping.
Number 14.
So 30 seconds left. Dutchtown going to see if they can extend the lead.
14 is Wyatt Harris. While we're waiting on this, we get a few results in. Last night.
Looks like EA last night beat Denham 65-60. And with 10 seconds left, Dutchtown seeing if they can extend their lead. And couldn't quite. So the score at the end of the first quarter, Dutchtown 14, Prairieville High 13. And like we said, EA last night able to best Denham 65-60, and we will talk more about that whenever we get back from this commercial break.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program. Cypress Roofing, SEC Heating and Cooling, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, Raising Cane's in Prairieville.
When I did this.
And we are back in the game. Prairieville 13, Dutchtown 14, about to begin the second quarter. And good first quarter with both teams playing hard. And, Coach, you were just talking about the crowd.
Yeah, a nice crowd right here. You know, we did a game at Prairieville and Ascension Christian, and the gym was just about packed. Of course, that's all on the same side of Ascension Parish right there. But these kids are for both teams are really playing hard. A lot of students here. Maybe the soccer game's over with. Not real sure just exactly, how that affected a crowd. But you got a big soccer game in the playoffs going, and then right here the start of your district schedule. So East Ascension beats basically the number one team in the district, 22-2 record.
It's crazy. Beats them by 5, and that's really going to help EA as the playoffs are coming up here soon.
22-2.
Like you said, Denham, very impressive for them to rebound and do as well. Dutchtown now on the fast break. Oh, what a finish right there by number 2, Braden Dunn. And now picking up that full court pressure.
Dunn right there said, look, I'm going to just go between 3 of them.
Good finish around the basket, and now Prairieville trying to answer.
It's a physical game. A lot of hands on the backs.
And we have an offensive foul right there by Nigel Turner. Wyatt Harris draws the charge. And
number 14 for Dutchtown is Wyatt Harris. 2 times up and down the floor. Wyatt Harris makes 2 big plays.
So both teams, like you said, playing physical. And there's been no easy baskets tonight.
If you're driving to the goal, you know, you're liable to be fouled, and if not, you're going to have a hard time making a shot because it's going to be rough in there.
Yeah, so far Dutchtown has been very methodical on their offense to bring the ball down and get the best shot. Prairieville's just made some very good defensive plays. Trying to get it inside, but it's going to be Dutchtown basketball again.
It's a good defense is what I call it.
Yep.
Rough pass to handle right there, and Dutchtown brings it in.
And now Prairieville looking like they're trying to play a little bit of a soft zone. Another air ball, but good rebound there by Harris.
Well, I tell Harris, the only thing I would correct there, don't put that ball on the floor. The ants get on you. The flies get on you. And even though you're going to get 2 shots out of it, you could have gone straight back up with that thing and had you an easy layup.
Coach, how many times do you think you've told that to players?
I would say probably not being able to tell them that many times, because when you're coaching freshmen, you're wishing for a lot of things to happen right. But the big thing is you just watch the game. Why, when you're 6'8", you put a ball on the ground and everybody gets a piece of it?
Yeah, another good
pass, a little too long.
Another block shot there by Ethan Smith. So drawing the contact is Matthew Thomas.
44 with the foul. Or number 4, I should say.
That was Bryce Sanders, who had that good layup earlier. He's going to sub out, so Dutchtown with a chance, 2 free throws here, extend their lead to 6. Oh, nope, they're going to say it was on the floor and not in the act of shooting. It's going to be
over the backboard. You go over the back of the backboard, or if you touch one of those pipes up there, that is going to be a dead ball.
And once again, though, good defense by Prairieville. And we've seen it. Ethan Smith block a lot of shots, but he's also altering a lot of shots, too.
Good job on the pass.
And we have a timeout by Prairieville, our first timeout of the game. So while that happens, we're going to take this time to take a quick commercial break.
It all began in 1935, a new era in telecommunications, right here in Southeast Louisiana. Born from the ambitions of several local families, with a clear vision and outlook focused on the future. Connecting people across 10 parishes, one household at a time. Powering an internet superhighway from the bayou to the river, built to deliver the speed and reliability every customer needs. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
And we're back as we get out of this timeout. Prairieville 13, Dutchtown 17, and both teams playing very, very physical basketball, and Prairieville's going to take possession over there on the baseline or on the half court. So, but very, very, very physical game so far.
And big thing, it's we've mentioned it, 5-5A opening contest for both teams, and of course, boy, East Ascension. I don't know. I'd have to say I know they're having a great year, but East Ascension, boy, knocked off one of your top 5 teams in the state, and Denham Springs also an arch rival in the District 5-5A in basketball last night.
Yeah, surprising victory right there for EA, but they're kind of having a great year and a great finish right there by Nigel Turner.
It's amazing how many kids are on the floor in this game. If you're going to the goal, and I'm not saying it's fouls. I mean, there's some block shots, or maybe they just getting a little bit off balance.
Yeah, I think most of the time when kids go to the floor, they're hoping to draw those fouls. But Ethan fronting the man.
This might be the slowest this game has gotten right here.
And we have a jump ball right there. Good call by the officials. It's going to be Griffin basketball.
I love that call right there.
Yeah.
Both guys are hands on the ball. One guy falls down. You think maybe that foul should be called. Excellent call.
Yeah, so far, 12 minutes into this game, the officiating crew has been top-notch. And kind of surprised there wasn't a goaltend called right there, but...
Oh, you talking about with the net wagging?
It looked like he got his hand up a little bit in there, so...
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll see that call, but it was close to a 5-second violation right there. And like you said, this is the slowest that we've seen this game so far. And I think we have traveling right there. We do. We're going to have traveling against Dutchtown.
That was a lot of walks right there.
And Dutchtown backing off of the press just a little bit. Good catch and shoot.
A three. Nigel Turner.
That's just good offense right there. A dribble penetration, catch and shoot.
You did actually have a little man-to-man, a little pick and roll. But a lot of times you see it at the college level and the NBA level, that high pick.
Yep, that give and go, that give and shoot, and Dutchtown trying to answer. And Ethan Smith with another rebound.
Well, Smith is a giant out here.
He is, from the big man standpoint, he has dominated the paint on both sides of the court so far.
What do we got going here?
We got an altercation happening in the stands, but the players, we're going to have the ball go out of bounds right there. So, while that distraction is happening, we're going to keep our focus on the game. And we'll be back in just a minute.
It all began in 1935, a new era in telecommunications, right here in Southeast Louisiana, born from the ambitions of several local families, with a clear vision and outlook focused on the future. Connecting people across 10 parishes, one household at a time. Powering an internet superhighway from the bayou to the river, built to deliver the speed and reliability every customer needs. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
When I tore my ACL, I didn't think I'd ever be able to play soccer again. My doctor told me how important physical therapy would be, so I chose Peak. I'm glad I did. Now I'm stronger, faster, better than ever. Choose Peak.
Choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
And we are back with the gameplay after the officials had cleaned all that up. Prairieville with the basketball. 3:20 to go in the second quarter.
Nice pass off in there.
Great dribble penetration and dish, just not able to finish. Big three, right, number 5, Matthew Thomas.
Nice. Well, we had a nice angle of that right here, Jonathan. The nice rotation of the ball. Excellent job on the shot.
Great pass, great shot. And I think we're going to get a traveling call right there. Drag that pivot foot. So sub coming back in is going to be Jalen Collins. And Prairieville backing off their press just a little bit as we get closer to the end of the first half. Ooh, we're going to get a reach-in call right there on Dutchtown. But like we talked about, they have no fear with attacking the basket.
Both teams are doing a heck of a job most of the time of getting the ball up and down the floor.
Yeah, we really haven't seen a lot of sloppy play and a lot of bad passes. We've seen just a lot of good defense. Dutchtown there with a double team and the steal.
Good job, Dutchtown.
And we're going to get 2 shots right there as Prairieville with the contestation. Mason Armstrong on the foul. And we'll get Aiden Robinson shooting 2. So another low-scoring quarter, but still both teams continuing to keep up the physicality, and that just not been easy.
Well, and talked a little bit about that to start this thing. When you're playing tough, hard defense, I mean, it is a physical game. It's a physical game because there's a lot of people driving to the hole. You got to really run hard on every possession.
And there's another example of it right there, that defense causing another turnover. Big attack of the basket right there by Matthew Thomas. Give Dutchtown a 6-point lead with 2 minutes left.
Thomas, a 6'2" senior.
And Smith tries to clean that up, but can't quite secure it. It's going to be Dutchtown ball, bringing it down. Braden Dunn. Harris couldn't quite get it, but minute and a half left. We'll see if Prairieville can close this lead a little bit. Nope, we get Harris with another tough rebound. Big steal in the bucket right there by Mason Armstrong.
Armstrong does a good job protecting that ball on the layup, basically going against two defenders right there and able to get that thing to roll around that rim to go in the hole.
So 45 seconds left. We'll see if Prairieville able to slow Dutchtown down and close that lead.
And I don't know, maybe we might need to say a gigantic lead of 4.
Dutchtown trying to hold on to that ball, get the last shot. Prairieville content with letting them stand out there and dribble. So you can see both teams, they are tired right now.
Coach Pat Hill saying, if nobody scores anything the rest of the game, we win.
He's not wrong. 10 seconds left. Big finish there by Harris, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first half.
I love the move by Harris right there.
Great move to finish it, give Dutchtown a 6-point lead, which, like you said, that might as well be double digits for how close that game has been. So going into halftime, the score, Dutchtown 26, Prairieville High 20. We'll be back after these messages.
It all began in 1935, a new era in telecommunications, right here in Southeast Louisiana. Born from the ambitions of several local families, with a clear vision and outlook focused on the future. Connecting people across 10 parishes, one household at a time. Powering an internet superhighway from the bayou to the river, built to deliver the speed and reliability every customer needs. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
When I tore my ACL, I didn't think I'd ever be able to play soccer again. My doctor told me how important physical therapy would be, so I chose Peak. I'm glad I did. Now I'm stronger, faster, better than ever. Choose Peak.
Choose Peak Performance Physical Therapy.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Here we are, Cypress Roofing, a woman-owned roofing company specializing in insurance claims.
With the hurricane season right around the corner,
give us a call.
You can trust Cypress Roofing, count on us.
Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete changeout and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Title Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Title Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Title Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
And we are back here at halftime with 6 minutes left to go before the next quarter. We have Dutchtown with 26 and Prairieville with 20. And just going over the numbers right now, we have Mason Armstrong with 6 points, Bryce Sanders with 2, Kingston Matthews at 4, Jalen Collins at 3, and Nigel Turner with 6. And then we have on the Dutchtown side, Caden Wattis, Braden Dunn, and Jalen Jackson all with 2, Matthew Thomas with 12, White Harris with 3, and Aiden Robinson with 2, and Ethan Bell with 2. And both teams very, very physical, but both teams not giving up any easy buckets.
And you see the senior for Dutchtown, Matthew Thomas, 12 points, but you also see something there. He's 6'2", and he is taking advantage of that 6'2" frame in there, rebounding-wise, and, of course, being your leading scorer. And you say, well, 12 points, but, hey, look, when you have 26, I know that's not half, but it's close to half.
And just looking up at the district schedules coming up is 31st, we have Prairieville at Touchdown, which is the game we're doing right now. And then on the 4th, they will be playing Walker at home, then East Ascension at home, followed by Live Oak. So 3 straight home games for Prairieville, and then they'll finish the season away at Denham Springs and at Sandomal.
And Live Oak might be a game for Prairieville because they're not having a very good year, Live Oak is. So that'll be interesting. Let's see what Dutchtown looks like.
And Dutchtown, tonight, the game against Prairieville. Next week, they'll be at Sandomal, and then they'll be at Denham. And that's going to be 2 very big games because you have at Sandomal and at Denham, and both of those teams above 500, both of those teams playing very, very well. And then you're going to have Walker, East Ascension, which will also be broadcasted on Rev TV, and then they will close out their season at Live Oak. So Dutchtown with a chance to finish above 500, but they've really got to take care of the next 2 weeks against Sandomal and Denham.
Well, opening district play, and you would think, East Ascension, Sandomal on this side are going to be, right in there. I've been playoff bound here the last number of years. And then, of course, Walker and Denham be the teams out of Livingston Parish.
Yep.
And as I've said already, with East Ascension beating, and look, that's their only time they're going to play them, unless they play them in the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting to see just exactly what happens in this 5-5A district race on the boys' side, and it will be on the girls' side also.
And here's the upcoming live stream schedule from Rev Sports on YouTube. Tuesday at 7:15, we'll have Sandomal at Dutchtown girls basketball. Friday the 7th, we will have Prairieville High School at EA, also girls basketball. And then Tuesday the 11th at 6:30, we'll have EA at Sandomal boys basketball, followed by Tuesday the 18th at 7:15, we will have East Ascension at Dutchtown boys basketball. Just some updates from what's going on around the district. Prairieville High won 5-1 over Como. And then we have Sandomal beat Zachary 2-0. And then also EA is losing 1-0 in the second half. So
and I think East Ascension's up at Byrd High School playing, I believe.
So they're at Byrd right now. So they're losing 1-0 at Byrd. And then Sandomal beating Zachary. 2 Ascension Parish teams with the win this week. And here's the upcoming Prairieville games on Rev Sports. Friday the 7th, we'll have Prairieville High School at ADA at 7:15. That'll be girls basketball. And then Thursday the 20th, time has not yet been announced. We'll have the girls basketball playoffs round 1, followed by Friday the 28th, boys basketball playoffs round 1. And just looking at the Ascension Parish schedule, it's going to be good. And here's the upcoming Dutchtown games on Rev. At 7:15, the 4th, you'll have Santa Maria Dutchtown girls basketball. And then on the 18th at 7:15, you'll have EA at Dutchtown boys basketball, followed by the playoffs, which start on the 20th for the girls and the 28th for the boys. And so we have those coming up, and it looks like we might have at least 3 teams, possibly 4 to 5 from this district that might be in the playoffs. So it's been a competitive district so far this year. I know Walker's had a very down year, and even though Dutchtown's had a down year, they've been a tough team to play.
Well, I know one thing, you weren't talking about Walker girls basketball.
Walker girls?
I did see Denham Springs beat them. Walker was 28-0 at one time. If you remember this, last year in the Sweet 16, in the I think it might have been the semifinals, maybe the finals, Parkway, the nice player from LSU, from Parkway High School. It wasn't, that girl's at LSU now. But Parkway makes a half-court shot to beat Walker for the state championship last year. And look, Walker was averaging about 70 or 80 points a game throughout the year. Really strong in girls basketball.
Well, we have a lot of good basketball teams, both boys and girls, in this district right now, and we're going to be well represented in the playoffs as we get ready to start the third quarter here. Prairieville and Dutchtown sending their starters back out on the court. And, Coach, what are you looking forward to in this half?
Well, first of all, I'm hoping the fans, probably the student section, not really sure what school. I hope they settle down. We had another little altercation. And the referees are now meeting with the both coaches. And I know easily they could say, clear the gym, or we're not going to finish this thing, whatever. And you might say, well, it was just a little pushing match. Pushing match always leads to something else crazier. So, it's your responsibility as a coach, to take care of your kids.
Yeah, you got to protect your players.
And and you have 2 veteran officials here that I can tell you right now, it won't be anything for them to say, hey, look, y'all can go home.
We complimented them earlier, but it has been a very well-officiated game, and the officials, both on the court and off, not wanting this thing to get out of hand. And so right now, talking with students, talking with coaches, and you have administrators going into the stands. And so the officials not wanting to put up with anything, and it'll be Prairieville ball to start the second half. And it looks like Dutchtown going to go ahead and pick up the press immediately.
Well, 26-20. Dutchtown on top. I know they're trying to even this series after losing earlier in the year to Prairieville.
And just out of bounds right there. Good defense, but not realizing where you are. And
look, I'm just looking at Prairieville's record, 9-11. I know they've played some smaller classifications, but even though they're a 5A school, they're playing with smaller classification kids right now.
I mean, 3 freshmen on a starting 5 at a 5A school is almost unheard of.
And you saw the same thing in football. I know in soccer they went down to a Division II level.
Yeah, but the good news is, and this is where it'll come into play, is in a year or two, those freshmen are going to be juniors. Those freshmen are going to be seniors, and they're going to have all that experience of playing for the past 3 years. And it's going to give them an advantage. You'll be able to see this team make a run in 2 or 3 years. And you talked about it, that there are some students coming up from the middle schools to Prairieville that are going to be very much impact players.
Well, we almost got to make a foul or get fouled there.
We almost had to leave early because Wyatt Harris, while chasing a rebound, nearly was in the stand with us.
And look, Jonathan, also, what's going to happen with these kids? They're going to get older. They're going to get bigger. They're going to get faster. And most importantly, they'll be in that weight room getting stronger.
Yes. They've been very impressive so far. I know that they've had some very rough games against the EAs and, the Denhams of this world, but in 2 years, they're going to be the same size as those kids are. And they're going to be able to compete with them. So,
and look, a new school, no telling people moving into the community, no telling. We need to go out here with this. Well, you know, Dutchtown, the same thing happened with them. They got some nice-looking kids, football, basketball, track-wise, soccer-wise.
Dutchtown, who has put several players into the NFL and had some phenomenal athletes, some of the best the parish has ever seen, able to do that while being the school that's only 23 years old. And Prairieville with good defense right there. And this is probably the fastest pace we've seen this game all night. Ooh, yeah. So went to make a pass, and the player he made the pass to made a cut. So had to hold on to the ball. And
a lot of dribbling, and you know what? There's no points to put up on the board when you're dribbling.
Nope. You got to move the ball, and you can't hold on to it as a point guard. So we'll see what happens here as Prairieville lines up on D.
A little bit. Well, no, maybe still man-to-man.
They've been kind of in this soft man zone all night, and it's worked for them. And I think that's the first layup we've seen get past Smith going to the basket.
I'm not real certain who's supposed to stop, and this is on both ends.
And I think we're going to see Prairieville with a timeout here soon if this thing keeps on going the pace it is.
There's a lot of attempts for layups on both ends for this, and that's how quick everybody that's handling the ball is.
And there's a steal in the basket, and we're going to see that timeout come by Prairieville now. And we're going to have a timeout with 5:39 left to go in the third. We'll be back after this short break.
Just don't want to let it get away.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program. Advantage Physical Therapy, Tata Law Firm, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Hollis Orthodontics.
So we're back with 5:39 left in the third, and we've seen a 10-point lead come up here on Dutchtown, but like you were just talking about at the break, that this is far from being over.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about professional leagues or college leagues, but you saw it last night with the LSU girls team. I mean, they were up by 23, 25 in the third quarter, and could have easily gotten beat. But it didn't happen. They ended up winning by 6 or 8 or something like this, and move on. But all you take is with as much layups being shot, Jonathan. This lead could change easily.
Yes, and I think one thing that we've learned after watching almost 2.5 quarters now, the faster pace favors Dutchtown. Prairieville needs to slow it down, play tough physical defense, and attack the basket. But Dutchtown is trapping on every pass now, and they're not wanting to give up any easy shots around the basket. And there's Smith's first points of the night on his own putback, and it's going to cut it down from double digits.
Not many long shots made tonight. A lot of...
And we're going to have a foul on the play right there. Nigel Turner going to get 2 free throws, but a good rebound and outlet pass right there as you see Turner go up and get fouled. So chance to get 2 more. And then we talked about free throws. I mean, we saw it in the first half. Prairieville missing over 5 free throw attempts. I mean, these are free points. They've got to take these where they can get them.
And number 3, Jalen Jackson with the foul. 2-shot foul.
So misses the first one. Hopefully can knock this one down and cut it to 7.
So you make these 2 and you miss the first one. But if you make these 2, this is a 6-point game.
Mm-hmm. Prairieville picking that full court pressure. And this is what we've seen Prairieville able to keep it close and create buckets when they're able to set up their defense.
10 seconds somewhere in here.
And Prairieville with the steal. And another foul on the play, but just like we said, Prairieville, this is where they've been able to get this game.
Nice little ball fake on the shot by number 22, Nigel Turner, with half a dozen points or so.
And there we go, knocking down those free throws and just chipping away at that lead little by little. And only 45 seconds has come off the clock since that timeout. And they've been able to scratch out 3 points, hopefully number 4 right here. And big block right there by Smith. Prairieville bringing it down as the double comes. Smith swinging it, and good block right there by Dutchtown.
Oh, nice pass in there.
Nice pass, but he did not expect that pass. You saw right there, Aiden Robinson thought that ball was not going to be, and I think we're going to have a timeout right here by Prairieville, but great pass there by Braden Dunn trying to get it in for a layup. And with that timeout, I think it's going to be a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll stay right here. But that was a pickup in intensity so far to start this third quarter.
It hasn't changed. And you know, when you look at the shot clock, I mean, not the shot clock, but the shot chart, not many balls being shot from the three-point line, which is fine with me, okay? And it is a war going to that goal. If that ball gets in, no one has backed off. We've had some nice charge calls. Mm-hmm. No one has backed off. They're not afraid to block. Referees are letting them play, and they're protecting the shooters and doing an excellent. Everybody's doing an excellent job right there. And here it is, 30-25.
Yeah, so far both teams. I mean, the only shots that have been had on both teams have been good shots around the basket, or they've set up very good threes. You've seen very few contested threes, and Prairieville's had some incredible blocks by Smith, but they weren't bad shots. He just made great plays. And we're going to see now with 4.5 left in this third quarter if Dutchtown can either extend their lead or Prairieville can cut it down and tie it. So a little bit of an arid pass right there is going to give Dutchtown the ball back on the half court.
I'm assuming that Nigel Turner is supposed to be your point guard bringing the ball down the floor. He needs to go get that rock.
Big three right there by Matthew Thomas. And we've said his name because he has scored a majority of Dutchtown's points, but and attacking the basket was Matthews, but not able to come up with the shot or the call. And 4 minutes left, Dutchtown looking to get the lead back to double digits. And we're going to have a foul right there on the baseline. Nigel Turner going to do it. Matthew Thomas picks it up. So 2 more free throws for Dutchtown. And in this quarter, we've seen kind of the opposite that we saw in the first half. We've seen Dutchtown trying to attack the basket and getting a few fouls. We saw both teams get a lot of fouls in the first quarter, but this one they've been able to stay out of the penalty.
Well, you know, basically Prairieville is leading the third quarter or the second half of this thing, and it's all about that right there. It might be a free throw contest before it's over with.
Good pass by Smith, and good near finish around the bucket by Matthews, who has been fearless tonight attacking the basket. It's going to be 2 more free throws for him. And now also Prairieville is going to be in the penalty, so any foul going forward is going to be 2 shots for the rest of 3:45.
That's going to be a plus right there. It's 5-1 with the new rule.
So Prairieville doing a good job this quarter of drawing fouls and also staying out of foul trouble. Misses the first one. And 2 missed free throws there. Dutchtown gonna pick it up, and Sanders gets ready to check back in for Prairieville. And a great shot right there by number 28 in Robinson over the outstretched arms of Smith. Prairieville with the fast break in the numbers. Smith with another rebound. And another turnover there. And that's going to be an over the back right there by Jalen Collins.
Coach Pat.
I think both coaches are not very happy right now, thinking
Pat
this
Hill
should be.
saying, slow down. Slow down. We're going 90 miles an hour, and we've scored 36-25 in this game. Set it up. Let's see what we can have going. We got the big man in there for Prairieville, and he's going.
So good job to break the press there by Dutchtown as they set up their offense.
There you go. You got a little zone defense now.
Good rebound by Sanders, able to outlet. And another good pass, just not ready for it. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor by Dutchtown. So good hustle play right there for that rebound. Going to get the ball with 2:31 left in the third quarter. Scores Dutchtown 36, Prairieville High 25. We're going to be back after this short break.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program. Cypress Roofing, SEC Heating and Cooling, Peak Performance Physical Therapy, Raising Cane's in Prairieville.
And we are back with 2:31 left in the third quarter, and if anything, it has been very entertaining, but very, very high pace. And Coach, I don't know how you feel about it.
Well, you know, I'm not sure if I'm fast enough. I know at 71 I'm not fast enough. But back in 15, 16, even when I was a freshman, couldn't have hung in this right now. I mean, these guys would be running circles around me.
It is crazy to see the athletes nowadays compared to when we were younger. But Prairieville keeping up the full court press. And
beautiful job right there. Big Ethan Bell. That was just a nice drive with a layup.
Able to finish over the shot blocker and Ethan Smith, and we're going to have a jump ball right there. And one thing that we have seen constantly in this game is Kingston Matthews, and said his name between hustling and scoring, and he has done a phenomenal job, and he's going to check out right here, get a much-needed break, but another hustle play right there to get the ball to a jump. And now Ethan Smith also going to get a break as Prairieville sets up their press. And that's why you do the press right there, because you force a throw like that.
And you know, that's an offensive mistake right there. But you know what? It hasn't happened a whole lot on those mistakes on just right here, one-on-one dribble.
Nigel attacking the basket, almost coming up with the layup. And good defense by Prairieville, able to come up with the steal. But Dutchtown attacking, and that's going to draw a foul. And that'll be 2 shots right there. So I think it's Mason Armstrong who will take these 2 with.
So this is the second time they've gone to the bonus situation with the 5 fouls.
And these, like we talked about earlier, these are free points. You have to make these to keep this game close. And Prairieville so far, I mean, they've missed at least 9 to 10 free throws, and that's the difference between this being a 1-possession game and it being a double-digit lead. So Prairieville starters getting ready to check back in.
Back to man-to-man.
And nearly coming up with the steal. Traveling again on Dutchtown. So Prairieville subbing in most of their starters. And number 30, who we do not have a name for, going to inbound the ball. And good pass, but unable to save it.
A good effort right there.
Yeah. The
Matthews, just a freshman.
Point guard he tried to throw it over the press and tried to lead him, and I don't think he was quite ready for it. But Dutchtown subbing in a few players. So this
1:10 left.
And this is an important minute 10. Because this is the chance that Prairieville has to either keep this game close or cut into the lead. They can't give up easy buckets. And
what an effort right there by number 20, Aiden Robinson.
Attacks the basket, draws the foul, and once again, the best way to stop a shot blocker is to attack him. And Aiden right there goes right at him and is going to get the bucket and a chance for an and-1.
A 6'1 senior.
Completes the 3-point play, and 1 minute left. Prairieville can't give up any more points here. They need a bucket. Nigel Turner answers. Great play right there.
I think he dribbled through 9 people.
The freshman with a big play, and they get a steal. And I think that's going to be off Dutchtown, and it is. So 42 seconds left. Prairieville making it interesting.
Well, now Prairieville is kind of...
And Dutchtown going to make some last-minute substitutions. As we have chairs falling down back here. And it's going to be Dutchtown ball. So nearly saved right there by Prairieville, but a very good play by Dutchtown. Just couldn't secure the pass to make the layup. See right there, the dish inside. Just good defense by Prairieville High. So 30 seconds left. It's a 14-point game.
Nice steal right there.
And Dunn loses it, but able to get his rebound and put it back up to make the lead 16. Another good pass by Turner. Smith with another block. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The score, Dutchtown 43, Prairieville High 27 as we get ready to go into the fourth. It's a 16-point game with Prairieville trying to claw their way back. We'll be back right after this.
It all began in 1935, a new era in telecommunications, right here in Southeast Louisiana, born from the ambitions of several local families, with a clear vision and outlook focused on the future, connecting people across 10 parishes, one household at a time, powering an internet superhighway from the bayou to the river, built to deliver the speed and reliability every customer needs. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
And we're back here to start the fourth quarter. Jonathan Moore along with Coach Swack, and it's been an exciting physical game so far. Dutchtown with the lead, 43, Prairieville 27. And once again, just to recap some things going on in the district, Prairieville High boys won 5-1 over Como. Sandomal has beaten Zachary 2-0, and Boyd is leading East Ascension High School 1-0. Those are our soccer scores for the district, and we've had a lot of teams currently playing in those soccer playoffs, and Jeff Porsche and our sister network are televising one of them right now. And
soccer has become a very popular winter sport. You have the things that are available. You have powerlifting, you have wrestling, which deals with a variety of athletes size-wise. But, the big thing is you have basketball and you have soccer. And, a lot of you soccer players start that sport when they are very small, and they play it for years, and they get better and better as time goes on. And our high schools have taken advantage of that.
Yeah, soccer is one of those sports where you don't have to be the biggest to play it either. Some of the best players in the world are not. You would not know it if you were standing next to them. And we do have a lot of soccer teams in this area. I followed high school soccer for a while I had several students from our youth group who played in it, and it's a lot more physical and intense than you think whenever you go watch those games. So Prairieville trying to cut into this lead with 7 minutes left. And that's going to be a foul on Dutchtown. Almost drew the charge, but the foul came before they collided.
Right across the head there as the referee reports to the score intent.
Bryce Sanders, one of the few seniors on the roster, with the attack right there, nearly getting the bucket.
And with the new rules dealing with fouls, team fouls, at the start of each quarter, which were the start of the fourth quarter, it starts all over again. So once you get to 5, then you shoot that 2-shot foul as your penalty.
And correction on our soccer call earlier, it is Sandomal playing East Ascension, and they are leading 3-1 late in the second half right now. So Prairieville able to knock down both of their free throws. And now we see Dutchtown trying to chew up some clock. And another good attack of the basket by Jalen Collins, one of those talented freshmen from Prairieville. He's going to get 2 more shots.
Yeah, did a good job of stretching out those steps, coming back, and off the rim with a low layup to on the left side, shooting 2.
And good free throw right there. And so Prairieville just chipping away at the lead, continuing to attack. I think we have a full timeout by Dutchtown's coach, and 6:37 left in the fourth. We'll stay here and I mean, it's a 13-point game. Prairieville's already managed to get them 2 fouls deep, so only 3 more, and they get into the penalty. I mean, it looks like they're still in it. They still have a chance, Coach.
Yes, you always still have a chance with this much time and as much penetration both of these teams are doing. It could be, if you were shooting 50% from the layup spot, this would probably be a 50 or 60 point game now.
Yeah, both teams are, but it's so hard to finish right now with the defense both teams are playing. I mean, I cannot remember a single layup that either team has had that was not contested. They've all had to go through or around players, and that's a really good testament to the coaching, testament to the players, and neither team has quit. They have played physical from the tip to now, and with 6:37 left, you got to wonder, Prairieville, they do have a chance, but they've got to start making those layups that we were talking about.
And if fouled, you got to make those free throws.
Yeah. So both teams coming back on the court. Dutchtown about to take it out in front of their bench. Coaches Turner and Jackson helping Coach Willis. Good shot there by Dunn.
Yeah, Dunn from the elbow.
Not a lot.
Rotation.
Not a lot of mid-range shots this game. Good defense by Dutchtown there. 3-on-2. And now it's a 3-on-2 for Prairieville, but an errant pass. Oh, what a play!
What an effort by two kids right there. First to get that ball and then get the ball in there too.
Nigel Turner with a great turnaround right there, and Prairieville trying to trap and get the ball back. And great defense again by Prairieville, forcing another turnover. Oh, great move by Kingston Matthews.
Matthews, nice job. If you fake, somebody's going up. I can promise you that.
And able to cut it to 11, and it's going to be another turnover by Dutchtown, and now 4:58 left. Chance to cut it to single digits. Some subs coming in for Dutchtown. Maybe they need some fresh bodies. And we have a final for the EA Sandomal game. The score, 3-1, Sandomal defeating East Ascension. Another great move by Jalen Collins, and it's a 9-point game with 4:45 left.
Boy, nice move.
And we have no bucket. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Nigel Turner with a bit of a push. And we have some soccer round finals. Sandomal 3, EA 1, Prairieville 5, Como 1. And the girls, Sandomal 2, Zachary 1. So if you are a Sandomal fan, it is a good night for you.
Slow it down, Coach Hill says.
Trying to chew up the clock. I mean, remember, in high school, there is no shot clock. There is nobody making you shoot it after 25 or 35 seconds.
Good job by Dutchtown to be moving around.
Prairieville's hope is if they can catch him on a trap and get a bad pass just like that. Get that turnover.
All of a sudden, you go from an attacking deep offense to that slow down, and it's a difference for the kids.
Coach going to call a timeout. Going to call a 30-second right here, just trying to get his team on the same page. 4 minutes left. He knows this is a winnable game. And we're going to stay right here. And, Coach, Prairieville did exactly what we said. They've been making their layups.
Yep, and I'm going to tell you, it's when you slow that game down, sometimes instead of looking for that goal, because that goal is kind of wide open when you spread out and you're playing man-to-man. So let's just see if Coach Hill makes a little strategy change here with this 9-point lead.
So Prairieville looking right now, want to continue the intensity, and now you know Dutchtown is going to try and move the basketball, chew up clock, and so Coach is reminding them, we need y'all to trap, we need y'all to attack and try to force turnovers, because if not, they'll continue to pass the ball around and chew these 4 minutes up. So once again, one last update about basketball. Remember, last night, East Ascension boys upset the top-ranked Denham Springs Yellow Jackets 65-60 in the district opener for both teams. Turner gets the ball, bringing it down, going up against Dunn again. And I think we're going to have an over the back right there by number 32, Ethan Smith. And Prairieville nearly gets the steal, but Dutchtown able to come up with it. There's another one of those passes, and I believe, yep, Dutchtown touched it last, and still a 9-point game with 3 minutes left.
And you think you only have three officials out here on that ball that goes out of bounds. They had some fans try to put that striped shirt on.
Well, you know, the easiest place to be a coach and a ref is sitting on your couch, so. Great pass. Kingston Matthews with another finish, and I think that was Turner with the drive and dish.
7-point lead.
And that's going to be a timeout for Dutchtown. I believe they only have one timeout left, or that's their last timeout. 2:37 left. It's a 7-point lead. We've always surpassed the score of the first meeting between these two teams. And, Coach, 2:37, what are we looking for?
Well, this is the one thing that I'm looking for is I'm going to tell you what, you have 3 coaches here for Prairieville, and you have basically the same over there, and they have been working their tails off. They have done an outstanding job with their kids, and I'm going to tell you, I'm just wondering if Coach Hill's going to say, let's just go back to driving to the goal here. You know, because I'm going to tell you, Prairieville, they're going to take chances. You know, they're down by 7 right now, and they're going to have to take some chances. And then, you know, you're only going to get 2 shots on the free throws if you miss a shot. So, be interesting to see just what happens, you know, and what's going to happen with the pressure game, the press. Both teams have been doing it the whole night. Maybe they might change something up there.
Yeah, Coach might be saying, like you said, maybe go back to attacking the basket. We will see as we get back onto the floor. 7-point game, 2:37 remaining, and Prairieville right now with all the momentum.
Full court press by Prairieville. Looks like a zone press.
Dutchtown
Get it
with
back. Now you want to try to double team that ball. Get the ball in the middle. Good job.
Now Dunn looking for the easy pass, and that's going to be passing on the open three just to chew up some more clock. And good defense by Prairieville, and a bad pass. Smith thought Turner was going to keep going there, but Turner pulls up.
Did not like that pass.
The underhand scoop. So 2:11 left, still a 7-point lead. Now we're going to get a reach-in foul right there by Mason Armstrong. That might have been a frustration foul more than anything. So Prairieville looking to trap and creates another turnover. Turner gets fouled from behind, and it's going to be 2 free throws.
Hey, two's fouled out. Ref, two's fouled out.
And I think that's going to be 5 fouls for Braden Dunn, and he is going to foul out of this game.
I think you got 30 seconds to pick that new player. You don't make that change till after the second free throw, I believe. After the first free throw.
And the scorers are talking it over. I think one book has it one way and one book has it the other way. They're going to work it out over there right now. So 1:47 left.
The book that you go by is the official book. You know, everybody in the world could have all kinds of things. But if that official book has something different, that's what you go by.
And they're going through it right now. We'll see what the officials decide. And the officials say no, he stays in the game. So 1:47. Misses a free throw. Almost able to get another steal, though, and we're getting close to it. It's got to be close to an 8-second violation. And I'm not sure the call. It might have been called a blocking foul on 32, and that's what it is. It's going to be a blocking foul on 32, so minute 30.
And you can see free throws might be an important thing in this game here.
And I think we're getting another foul right there on 32, and that's going to put them on the line. So neither team shot the ball great from free throw. Dutchtown has been a little bit better than Prairieville. But Prairieville has also done a good job of keeping Dutchtown off the line.
They got 5 fouls on 32. Ethan Smith. Correction.
Oh. I think we had another incident of 4 fouls on a player. So trying to work that out. Both the books are they're counseling each other, figuring out the numbers. So Dutchtown able to hit the first free throw, and both free throws, and now Dutchtown able to set up their press.
Just be a little smarter on the press.
Good play right there. Quick bucket by Kingston Matthews. And now they set up the press, and you have to attack and try to get the steal or a 10-second violation. But Dunn able to dribble through all 4 defenders. And now you have to foul. And instead it's a traveling on Aiden Robinson. So with 1:04 left, 47-40, Prairieville's going to get the ball back. And that's going to be another drawn foul. So good job there by Jalen Collins. 50 seconds left, back at the line.
Well, that's the 4th team foul. The next one will be your bonus. Already have Dutchtown's
already in the penalty,
yes.
And Prairieville will be in the penalty for the next one. But, I mean, the free throws that we've talked about all night, just if Prairieville would have hit half as many as they hit, they have the lead right now. So, some substitutions here by Prairieville. Maybe he wanted to save some of his players from foul trouble.
Well, you know, you're bringing in the shooters, and you sub them for the defensive guys.
Mm-hmm. And now you'll see them try to trap, and if they can't get a turnover, we'll probably see a foul. And we get an offensive foul. So 39 seconds left. Prairieville subbing their scorers back in. It's a 6-point game.
And, you know, you look at that, and the key from our distance, of course, that was right in front of the official right there. But that shoulder lowers down right there, and you go through that chest area, it's an easy call.
And just like you said, subbing in defenders, Bryce Sanders, one of those subs. Prairieville with the 3, not able to get it, but I think it's off of Dutchtown. So gets the ball to Smith. Big 3 by Prairieville. Cuts the lead to 3 with 25 seconds left.
Wow. And look, I wouldn't have bet a whole lot of money on anybody making a three-pointer. There hadn't been but a couple of them made tonight. But I'm going to tell you what, you could tell he looked like he just got that thing ready from the corner right there. And, of course, everybody comes up off that bench to congratulate
And, Coach,
him.
my favorite thing right there, a big man give and go. You got a big man screen. You had to get around the big to get to the shot. They couldn't do it. Able to knock it down. Cuts the lead to 3. And now Prairieville, who has just dominated this quarter with their full-court press, we'll see if they're able to come in here. I don't know if they're putting some more time on the clock or what, but
that is a lot more time.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had 2:62 as. Oh, there we go.
So they put 2 seconds back on the clock. So 26.2, and I don't remember who called the timeout, but.
Well, timeout was called by Prairieville.
So Coach is telling them what to do.
And that's it for him. That's 5 timeouts. I think
that's their last timeout, yeah. And here we go. So Prairieville going to either get the steal here or they're going to commit the foul. Same thing. They've got their scorers on the bench, and here we go. And they're trapping. And a long cross-court pass, and there's the foul. And if there was one guy you didn't want to foul, it was Matthew Thomas. He has about 20 points
right
tonight.
There, you know, you're not going to really call that an intentional foul because you could easily say he was going for the ball.
And here come the subs. And these are 2 huge free throws right here. He's got to hit these. And he's able to knock down the first one, which makes it a 2-possession game. So now if you're Dutchtown, your coach is saying, back up, do not foul, do not foul. So make them get that rebound and take it the full length of the court because they are out of timeouts. He's able to knock down both. Now 14 seconds. And a 3-point game. And I think that we're going to have to talk about this.
Well, they're not going to, once you get across there, you got 5 seconds to throw that ball in.
Yeah. Which
the whole key is, when's that clock, that count going to start?
Yep. And if that is indeed what happens, it will end up being Prairieville ball with 2 to 3 seconds left. So Prairieville might get a chance to tie this game up if that is the case. And I think it is. They're telling them right now it's going to be.
Well, right now you got 0.5 up there.
So 0.5 and Prairieville has to launch a 3 as soon as they touch the ball.
Well, if somebody blocks the ball, it's going to be ball game. Okay?
Yeah.
Somebody has to touch it somewhere, and then as an official, you got to make sure we're going to start that clock. And here's your guy right here. He's going to be the guy that's going to start the clock.
And I think we have a timeout. We have a full timeout by Dutchtown. And so you got to look at their formation, and now he's going to draw up a defensive play.
Pat Hill's been doing this a million years. And just like he told the guy, don't throw it in right there. I mean, smart, good coaching right there.
Yeah, he knows the rules.
And so he knew, looking up at the clock, that we're not going to get 5 seconds out of this deal. What we're going to have to do is basically we're going to take it. We'll lose possession of the ball. It's going to be 5 seconds. 0.5 seconds.
So 0.5 seconds left. The only hope for Prairieville is a catch and shoot. I'm not saying it's impossible. We saw it years ago in the playoffs with Derek Fisher on that catch and shoot against the Spurs.
And you got to shoot. You got to shoot a 3-pointer.
Yeah. So this is just going to be very, very difficult because you have to catch it and have a quick release.
Yeah, you got to catch it, and when you catch it, and you're probably going to be in the air, you got to release it then.
Yep. So Prairieville, and here we go.
There you go, good job.
That's the game. Dutchtown going to hang on for the victory after a very good fourth quarter by Prairieville to nearly come back and take the lead or tie the game. So your final score in Griffin Stadium, the Dutchtown Griffins 49 and Prairieville High Hurricanes 46. And I just want to thank some of our team that's here tonight. We have Lyle Boudreau, who's our director, who, as always, keeping an eye on us and doing a great job. We have Andre Chapoy, our producer, and Zane Chapoy, our cameraman. Thank you so much, both of them. And myself, Jonathan Moore, and my color commentator, David Swacker, who, thank you, Coach. My first time getting to work with you, and it was an absolute pleasure.
Had a great game tonight. Great game. Great district game.
Yes, it was. So great night tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And we've had a fun, close one, and we are looking forward to the next one. Once again, I'm Jonathan Moore with David Swackard, and this is the Rev Game of the Week.